cerr and clog are predefined objects of WeStream class. Cerr sends data to console error, clog sends data to console log. Cerr object is similar to cout object, but it is linked with standard array stream. Also, unlike in the case of cout, cerr object output is not buffered. You should use cerr object to insert a message when error like situation has happened. For example, suppose I have a variable int x, and this is the variable which is supposed to hold only non-negative numbers. But for some reason it happens to carry negative number like this. Now when I want to use it, I want to display it, but I don't want this statement to display the negative number, or I don't want this statement to get executed when the data is negative. I consider this negative number is an error like situation. In that case, what I can do is I check whether x is 0, less than 0, then I put out a message, but I don't put out in cout, I put out in cerr, and I say value of x cannot be negative. And I also put out exact value of x, but I am putting it out in cerr, and otherwise I will go ahead and execute this statement. So if I compile, let me show you what happens when I compile and run this code. I don't want to do this, remove this thing, output main.exe, and compile link, and then execute. We have this thing, the message that was sent out to the output stream is actually displayed in this console. We don't want this to, usually typically I would not want it to be displayed in console, because that is actually not meant. But by default this cerr output is linked to the console, but it is possible that you can redirect that cerr output in a different place. For example, let me just make it this code complete. At this point it is negative number, so obviously this statement will be executed, and in the next case I have a positive number, and in this case I expect this statement would be executed. So let me first compile this the way I did before, and execute. Now we have the error message, and we have this regular output message. Let me put this thing here to just to make it look different. And if I want to redirect this error message in a different place, I can do as follows. In the terminal, when I execute it, let me compile it again because I made a little bit small change there. When I execute, I can if I want to redirect the cerr message, then I can use this syntax and redirect it in error file, right? If I hit enter, uh, so we have this regular output displayed here, but this error output is not displayed. And if I check error.txt, I have this error.txt file created, and if I see the content of error.txt file, you can see the message that actually I intended has been placed inside this file. Now I am going to go ahead and talk a little bit about clog object. This stands for console log. This is buffer like in cout. This should be used for outputting the messages for logging, debugging, or diagnostic purpose. For example, one simple example, suppose I have an array and I want to process this array. When process, I mean I want to actually turn all the elements of the array to their respective square values. My arri and multiply equals to, so it will do the squaring of all the elements. Then after that, what I want to do is once every time each element is processed, I want to put out the log message telling that that particular element has been updated or processed. And I want to mark the log message by this text log. Like in the case of error, I had this thing put in the beginning. So this is how you put out log message. To the terminal, compile. It looks like there is a typo in line number 37. To the core, so my arr. We still have error 37 not declared. I think there was one R character missing here. I think it should be okay now. Let me enter the correct value here now for x and y9. Now x4, y9. And so we have the log message put out in this error.txt. So log 0th element, this element updated. Let me do again. Let me enter incorrect, data AB and 9. Now let's see what is in this file error.file text. We have this error message also put out there, and log message, both are actually redirected to the same file. This is all I have to talk about cerr and clog objects. Thank you for watching.